Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are Lynn Rothrock and Janelle Lauer and Greg Cans from Divas 22. Now, two of my three guests are divas.
Three.
Yeah, Lynn, sorry, you're out. Yeah, it's
funny.
It's great to have you all here. Who wants to start by telling me the history of the Divas show? Because this is, similar in feel and scope to something you all have been doing for some time.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't even know how many years ago, Janelle and I and her mom, Jane Peeney, started doing a series of shows that we called Divapalooza. And we just had a great time singing in three-part harmony, and we traveled around a bit. And time moved on. We all are doing different work and different things. And then COVID happened. And so last year, Theater Cedar Rapids approached us about filming one of those kinds of shows. And Janelle and I just did it and we were, her mom didn't really want to do it. So we decided to do it on our own. And then we included the lovely Marita May O'Connell to sing a third-part harmony, but we also do just a bunch of our own material. So it's kind of similar to some of the old Divapalooza shows, but just some slight alterations.
And this is going to be in a new venue for you.
That's correct. I was fortunate enough to do something that was filmed in the Olympic Theater last year when everything was being filmed, and I was like, this is a great new space and it's a good size and the sound was really good. And I generally do, most of my events are kind of self-produced as opposed to being put on by a major arts organization. And so I was like, if we can ever sing in front of actual people again, maybe we should think about doing it in this beautiful space and explore this new, exciting new space that the city has too. So yeah.
We had an event at the Olympic several weeks ago, and yes,
right.
It's a great space and we had a lot of fun, and I think it's going to become a place where people go to see more and more stuff as time goes by. Janelle, you have spent a little bit more time kind of behind the keyboard and the scenes a little bit these days. You've been doing a lot of playing and music directing. Oh, well, there's those who are watching the video can see you behind the keyboard right there in your role as music director and doing a lot of stuff at TCR. How does it feel to get back out front?
It's interesting that you asked that, because somebody kind of asked me something similar to that not that long ago. And I said, I feel like the pandemic made everybody go, do I know how to do this anymore? Oh my gosh. Like, even when I music directed in person and not just virtually, it was like, do I even remember how to do this? But I think it's like riding a bike. If it's something that is ingrained in you, you just, throw caution to the wind and make it happen. So I'm excited to be out there in front of people again. Yeah.
The thing that the two of you have in common is, of course, your divaness, your innate divaness, and Greg too. But your background and singing styles are really different. And I know that in the past diva shows that I've seen, that's really highlighted as the things that the two of you do on your own. And then when you back each other up, I have always been able to sense that, oh, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's really fun, and I'm just going to let it all hang out. So that's one of the things that is really, really
that
fun.
That should be
about
our
these
tagline.
Shows.
We let it all hang out. There's so much more of it to hang out these days.
I'll work on that. I got a pen.
You know what? I love this because if I'm singing with Janelle Lauer, then I feel like I'm a rock star. I do. I feel like, oh my God, I'm a rock star. And it's so thrilling and fun to sing. But it also, you're correct in the sense that it does sort of ooch us into slightly different styles than we might typically have been doing. Although I actually think we're very versatile artists, and depending on the situations might have a lot of different lanes we could be in. And so it's extra fun. And then, Greg, who insisted on being here today for this interview, will only participate if we allow him in all on-camera things. just actually always makes everything better with his presence. So that's why we let him be on this. And then he also he lays down a sick beat for whatever style of music we are doing. Yes.
So, Greg, you, besides laying down a sick beat, you
Yes.
sit behind and kind of watch and listen and be there as these two women and Marita interact on stage. What do you know, as you watch them, what's going through your mind?
Well, I think about the audience and how the music can change based on who the artist is and how the show ebbs and flows. So it's really fun to go to different styles and shift gears throughout the show. It's really has a lot of different genres, and it's just fun to try those different styles.
Janelle, what do you learn singing next to Lynn?
Oh man. Oh, there's a question I wasn't even remotely prepared for. I was still sitting thinking about Greg, and I thought he's thinking about, God, what am I going to have to eat when I get home?
Right?
Or
what do these people look like from the front? It's probably
I have no idea.
Yes. Lynn, Lynn, I have been amazed at how Lynn has taken, so I sing a lot of R&B soul. And so anytime there are background vocals, and this was true when we were doing the touring stuff that we were doing, I was always amazed that Lynn, and at that point my mom too, that they could just hop right in with background vocals on that stuff, knowing, as you talked about, that it was out of their comfort zone. I've always been, and the other thing that I'm so impressed with Lynn about is that she is a great MC of the show. I don't know, that's not necessarily true, but when you put a microphone in front of her and she has something to say, she's going to say it, and it just keeps the show going, and I love it. Because she's way better at that than I am.
And it keeps the band on edge as well, because we don't know
Yeah.
what Lynn's going to say. And
Everyone's nervous.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
That is a hallmark of Lynn Rothrock shows. You're never quite exactly sure what she's going to say.
No one knows that more than you, Dennis. From the famous "Thanks for sticking it in" comment on the KCC.
So, Lynn, same question. What do you learn standing next to Janelle?
The thing that I'm the most like I just there's a way that when Janelle's singing, she just throws in 110%. And it's like a body throw in, right? And it's just so, you cannot help but be swept up in that. That the level of energy and engagement and just the complete like raw spirit with which she pours in. And of course she has the vocal instrument and ability to just really match that, right? And that level of energy I admire so much, and just the way she uses her whole body to engage. It's thrilling, honestly, truly thrilling to be on stage next to her or behind her going ooh, 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 or whatever. I'm just like, I'm a rock star too, pretending, but she's got it. I mean, it's super special and magnetic. There's no denying it. And it's great. It's just a thrill. And everyone in the room feels it.
Aw,
It's
Lynn.
magic. It's a little Ron DeWitt done, kind of Ron DeWitt magic in that way, that, okay, we're all experiencing something here because of that level of engagement. And that's awesome and thrilling and fun and mwah.
It's Divas 22 coming up March 18th and 19th at the Olympic Theater in Nubo in Cedar Rapids. How do we get tickets?
Well, you can get tickets a few different ways. I'm going to read to the link to the website. It is lynnrothrock.seatyourself.biz. If you want to type it in, lynnrothrock.seatyourself.biz will take you directly to the site. Also, if you want to go to my webpage, which is just lynnrothrock.com, there is a ticketing link there. There also is a Facebook event that is created by the Olympic Theater, that if you go to their Facebook page, you'll see our event, which also has that ticketing link. Tickets are bought 100% online. So you just need to go to that link and it's super easy. I love this ticketing mechanism because they charge like 50 cents a ticket. So nothing bugs me more than when I do an online ticket and I think it's going to cost 30 and it ends up costing 40. This is $30.50.
And almost all goes to the producing team too, even better.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like, who knows where it's going to. So I'm a big fan of Seat Yourself. They're a great little business. And as a patron, I appreciate having a lower ticket price. But the price you pay then is that it's all online. There probably will be a way to maybe buy tickets at the door. I'm not sure. But also you can buy them online almost right up until showtime.
I often ask in these interviews, I'll ask somebody to pick a favorite moment from the show. And Greg, I'm going to go to you for that because I know that Lynn will pick something Janelle does and Janelle will pick something that Lynn does. But as you think through this, what do you think is a high point?
To me, we'll see features of individual singers in different styles, as we talked about. And as the show culminates at the end, where all three singers come together in the last number. Is that still the last number in the show?
I think so.
Okay, good. But when the three come together,
still the last number.
I didn't guess that list yet, Dennis. Yeah. But when the three singers come together and you hear the power and the band at full force, to me, that's where I love to look at the audience, and there's a special moment there. You see everybody featured individually, and then when they come together, to me, that's always my favorite part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's Divas 22 at the Olympic SouthSide Theater in Cedar Rapids, March 18th and 19th. You can get tickets from the Facebook page for the Olympic Theater or at lynnrothrock.com. Well, I've enjoyed these shows so much in the past, and you guys just always just completely nail it from beginning to end. So great to have this show back, and hope it goes well.
Thank you. We're so excited. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Dennis.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.